Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Greg Marshall. And today I want to talk to you about one of the challenges with scaling when you're like a one or two person show and then you start to grow your business. One of the challenges that you'll run into, and I know I've run into this before in the past, is you'll have to transition from I'll do everything myself to letting go and having people do things for you. And in that, what will happen is you will start to get overwhelmed and very scared, because when you're a one or two person show, we're all business owners. We tend to squeeze onto I can do it myself, I can do it all myself, and that's how you've built it, right? We tend to be control freaks on what we're doing, and it's tough to get out of that habit when you're trying to grow. And so what will happen is this: you'll start to hire people, and then they'll let you down, and then you'll shrink back. I'll just do it myself. Then you'll go to hire some more people and try it again maybe 6 months later, and then it doesn't work out. Then you'll try to do it yourself again, shrink, and come right back. And you'll just keep doing this until you eventually learn that in order to grow anything, you're going to have to let other people do what you can no longer do, right? Because you can't do every single task for every single part of your business forever and expect to be 10x the size you are now. Think of it this way. Jeff Bezos, he's not sweeping the ground and shipping the products on Amazon anymore, right? He actually has like thousands of employees. And typically when people hear that, they think, well, yeah, of course he can do that. Well, remember, he started just like you. I'm sure you've seen the infamous photo of him just sitting like in his garage when it's just him with a bunch of books growing his business. He started exactly the same as everybody else. He is just taking the chances of investing in people and understanding that he can't do this all on his own. And the more you think that you can do this all on your own, the smaller you'll be, and you'll start to shrink year over year instead of grow. So what you want to be thinking about is your mindset will transition to, it should transition to delegation, right? Which means if you start delegating, you have to become a better manager, which means if you have to become a better manager, you have to learn how to manage yourself, right? You have to be okay with letting people make mistakes and understanding things are not going to be perfect the way you explained the first time, because we're all human beings. And most importantly, you have to focus on your priorities, your time management and priorities. Now, when you're starting out just yourself, you can do everything. And so you don't really, there's no real accountability for you needing to work on certain priorities. But when you start having a team, if you work on the wrong priorities, you're not going to see the growth that you want. And in fact, you'll notice you'll have high turnover. And the reason for that is because they don't know, your team won't know what they're supposed to be doing. And then they'll just be aimlessly doing anything. And then from there, what will happen is they quit, and then you got to find a new person. Or they don't do a good job, and you fire them. And a lot of that is more on the business owner, you, than the employees. You have to set a good vision, and you have to be able to work in a high priority environment. So what you'll find is if you're someone who struggles with the personal time management and personal priorities, then that's going to transfer into when you hire people, those same bad habits will bleed into that, right? And then there will be no kind of structure, and people don't know what they're supposed to be doing. And then you, as the business owner, will be very upset and stressed out and overworked and feel like everyone in the market that you hire is just not as good as you. But that's actually false. It's that you're not being a good manager and you're not leading the team the way you're supposed to, right? So you have to focus heavily on self-management so that those positive habits can bleed into your team so that you can have a strong team that can help you grow. And if you don't focus on self-management, then your team's just not going to be as good as you want them to be, and you're just going to continuously be on the hamster wheel of saying, every single person that I hire is just not good. And that's actually false. It's actually, you are not a good manager, and you are not good at leading and setting the table for what people should be doing, what they should be expected to do, and to be motivated on why they should do it. So if you're running into high turnover and you can't keep people, or people, everyone that's out there is quote unquote not good, or there's no quality people out there anymore, it's not them. It's actually you. So you have to focus on developing better habits, better strategies, learning how to manage your time better, and setting much better priorities when it comes to what you should be working on versus what you should not be working on. So if you ever need help with any of these, go ahead and go to my website, gregmarshall.co, book a free strategy session where we can go over these things. And of course, like, follow, share, subscribe, do all that, and talk to you guys later.